early. So this was always in the back pocket, rotate, and now it looks like it's exactly where they want to go.
They're doing a good job. Doesn't even matter. I was going to say getting rid of Brimstone smokes, but bjor already drops down Marv, so that's U-Haul being given from FaZe towards the way of BBG. A dash towards showers will keep... Oh, man. FaZe is immediately recoiling. Of course, the rotations are coming in, and that player will survive. Corey gonna...
Yeah, but Baby Bay can be really problematic, and if it's not Baby Bay, it's Corey who gets one, but Will sniffs it out. He's gonna land the shots and take care of him. FaZe just down to 2 members left. They're on the site, but they haven't been able to push BBG off quite yet. Bo's gonna be the first one. He spots a player, but look at how aggressive Critical's gonna go. No, Raucus! You gotta do it to him like that. Zachary gets one as well. BBG looked like they were starting to lose grip on this round, but it quickly goes back to just one on the side of FaZe. It's Zachary, and bjor takes care of him, sends him packing. BBG win the pistol. When you think of aggressive Valorant, professional Valorant teams, FaZe is one of the first names that come to mind, right? You can say the same thing about Renegades, but FaZe love to play at this pace, and it's been that way for a long time, but will it pay off? BBG gets onto the site. bjor! That was nasty. He's going to drop 2 and equalize out the round. FaZe, both members of FaZe are going to be coming in from hookah. You're so weak, though. He's going to get tagged up. Marv takes care of him, and it all falls onto Will. On the other side of the tin can here, just kind of dancing around. He really has no information. He has no choice but to try to go aggressively here, and he's going to get met by both remaining players of FaZe at the exact same time. The classic from Zachary takes care of him, and they're going to get the defuse, put the ult point in the pockets of the brim that we talked about at the beginning of the map.
HP, 17 seconds away from his recon dart, but Hunter's Fury in hand. You think maybe he goes to long and plays the post plant, and instead, Zachary swinging out from defender spawn towards Cub. He collects 2 FaZe, and they are gonna do it again, Doug.
Oh boy. They even had the dart from Critical, but the Roomba was there as the tip of the spear, and then Baby Bay follows up once he understands that that's where Critical is. Takes him out. Will, he's gonna drop as well. He had gotten deep, but it was not gonna be enough, and he's gonna drop. BBG have fallen apart on this round as they surely didn't have the ideal weaponry to take into this thing, but it's so far looking like it's going to be a flawless round for FaZe, and that's exactly what they deliver, a 1-round lead for the boys on the defending side. Here comes the showstopper from Will, creates some space. You see members start to run back. The Hunter Fury is going to be used, however, to try to keep things back. Baby Bay gets punished as he tries to swing around. Will got one with the showstopper, and they still have the lockdown if they choose to avail themselves of that resource. FaZe also has 2 ultimates to work with. There's the lockdown that we were just talking about. But can they do anything with it? Corey? Yep, Corey gets one, but bjor and Will rip them apart.
And FaZe is pushed out of hookah. We'll talk about this in a second. Critical capitalizes on that and finds Baby Bay retreating. Corey lingers, he finds 2 and throws the knife into the back of BBG. And okay, Doug, here's my nerd hat on again.
There's no neat crossfire that's set up now. They know Corey's there. They have a decent idea of where he is, but Corey doesn't seem to give a damn as he takes care of Rob Wiz himself. Yeah, Will trades it out, but that should give BBG a little bit of room to work with. Baby Bay's gonna drop. BBG have the numbers advantage. They're getting out. Marv goes in aggressive through teleporter. He gets one before trading. They don't want to deal with Raucus, the last remaining member of FaZe on B. They're going over to A.
Just a moment longer. Yeah. Without somebody getting caught out here, Doug, seems as though BBG... Whoop.
Oh boy. All right. That's enough info.
Should be able to lock it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentioned by coming out for FaZe, so they do have rifles, and there's Corey with a Vandal one-tap on a Will and hookah. But the Blade Storm is the difference maker now. 2 frags going for Baby Bay. Traded back out by bjor, but now just a 2-on-4 here for BBG.
So FaZe's win condition was that Blade Storm. Great trigger discipline from Raucus to drop BBG just down to 1. But again, like, you could see the writing on the wall, right? Like, it was set up for that, and they needed that. That was a pivotal part of their plan to win that round, so it was so well executed by FaZe. To A here, Corey's going to use the showstopper of his own. Blast pack across. The showstopper just goes a bit left as it hits onto the triple stack. But BBG still have some semblance of control of the site. You see a couple of members playing off. FaZe has a numbers advantage, though, and they can exploit that. Understanding that as they try to go in, the dart's going to be used there to push members back. Zachary, oh, Zachary, they left U-Hole unchecked. right? The thing falls apart. The wheels are no longer on the bus. Critical drops as well. FaZe get to 7 at half. Over by B. They peek long. Pure BBG does understand there's nobody home, and that's going to be the cue that the hit's there. But Baby Bay, death, taxes, and FaZe going aggressive. There are 3 things in life that are sure, but Critical takes care of one. He gets a second one as well with the frenzy as they're keeping FaZe back.
Marv trading damage and almost gets the second one. Still, Will buying a lot of time here for BBG over in Showers to at least occupy FaZe as bjor falls to Rockets, and now it's a 2-on-3, Doug.
One enemy remaining.
Spike taken away.
Yeah, it's just a Will. Marv with the frenzy gets 3.
All different ultimates on the side of FaZe, so fundamentally speaking, risky.
Well, yeah, man, that looked like that had some promise there, but unfortunately not going to pay off. FaZe have full control of A. Marv is also 1 point away from the orbital strike. There it is. It was dicey. It didn't look good, but it doesn't have to be pretty for it to work out. Orbital strike online. They also have full numbers advantage here as BBG is just down to 2 members left. A decent idea of where they're going to be pushing in from as well. You presume he'll save that into the next round. Yeah, as there's just 1 left on the side and it's foe. He's not going to be around for long. FaZe get to 10, and this is where we also see the impact of the force. Dude, and they brute forced their way there, right? Like, they dropped the stim pack and they just held the freaking left click and they blind fired in through that so that they could get him the Blade Storm again. Then the play was over on A. Corey gets 1. Baby Bay's there. With the Blade Storm. Critical 1 with the with the Hunter's Fury, excuse me. But it's going to get traded out. BBG still have a chance here, but look at how low of health these players have, Lex.
Yeah, they're weak, and you've just lost so many rounds in a row. You're on a full loss bonus, and right there, Critical just getting deleted in spawn by that orbital strike. Zachary's going to close it out with a nice headshot on the Will, and that was such a beautiful round from FaZe.
Zachary's going to be there waiting, and actually FaZe looked like they were setting up to go back B. They get about halfway, and then they pull back. There's nobody home at A.
And Critical, that 1 HP finally removed from Zach. That is absolutely right. They're just heading back towards A. Gonna put the spike down over towards triple. Zachary with this lurk finds another Doug.
Dude,
Such
they had no
problem.
idea. Yeah, they had no idea that the play was A until the spike went down. They were convinced that it was at B. They put everything they had over there. Mind you, bjor was stuck, right? Like, he wasn't going anywhere.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Will's going to get tagged up a little bit, using the showstopper, understanding where they're coming from, but Zachary rips them down from the skies. Will's going to trade 1 out with a frag, but FaZe down to 2 members left. They're going to try to go in aggressively here. Clean shots from Corey to drop things down to 2 apiece. There's Rob with the op, though. We've been waiting for him to pop off, and this is the moment where he needs to, more than any other moment on this map. Rob with the shots. Rob gets 1. Teed it up nicely. Foe gets the second one as well. BBG keep the map alive.
Yeah, 12-6 now. BBG will grab this one for the trades. And I won't call that a clean round. Only 2 players live, but you at least consolation prize. There's the operator, and a Hunter's Fury immediately from Critical will force all these players back. Marv responds and is just holding W up short, looking for, you know, what may have been a Critical out of position, but okay, actually Zachary will find that. His answer's back, and the Blade Storm comes out, and this is madness, Doug.
No way. Look at that. Rob is able to get it this round. Okay, there's a lot to talk about. But let's see this thing out. Zachary, who somehow slipped his way in through Showers onto A entirely unchecked, manages to get the spike, but BBG is there to stop it in his tracks. So
Bo and Will exchanging paranoia for... Ooh! Baby Bay up short finds 1. Will trades it out. That'll force out the bjor ultimate, that lockdown coming through for BBG to silence whatever this execute would have been.
yeah, but the spike is down. Right? Like, the spike is down. It's not planted. It's not in anyone's hands. And the orbital strike from Marv takes care of bjor. It's just down to Critical. Critical. He's so steady in moments that his team needs him most, and he delivers again, baby!
That is just perfect crosshair placement.
To decide whether or not they want to stick with A or pull off. They seem to be cutting noise, and BBG is starting to rotate back over.
They do have a Hunter's Fury, so playing pure retake here isn't the worst idea. If
Oh my gosh.
took my last. Baby Bay has other plans for the operator in heaven. The Hunter's Fury will come through. Not sure if he's going to even get a tag here, Doug.
Oh, man,
one.
that's so big, right? And Baby Bay aggressively taking room away from BBG, not allowing them to work their way into pipes. That leaves things down to Critical. Critical, who's had heroics. How much? Oh, okay. He gets one, right? But he's tagged down to 18 health. And you see members of FAZE start to like pull back, right? And force Critical into an uncomfortable situation where he has to swing. He tries, but the heroics run just a bit dry as FAZE takes bind.
From FAZE, fast 5 frenzies, steamrolling the defensive BBG, pushing them back immediately towards Tree Dug. Spike getting planted.
Yeah, but so far so good, right? Like, if the key is know when to fight, know when to fall off, BBG understanding that FAZE is holding W, they fall off. They still have all the numbers that they want. Rob already with a hot start. bjor gets in on it as well. We talked about how pivotal Rob is to the success of this squad. He's already got 3 force up for FAZE, right? So now they have very little to work with as well. Will and Foe lighting up the kill feed. But the stingers that they have, that's another one, man. Tee him up, knock him down. Corey drops.
Oh, man. And as I'm talking about the stinger being the best gun of the game, Will fade away, sprinting, random one tap. Just sometimes it works out that way for you. bjor bouncing Raucus, then Zachary, and now 3-0. Beautiful start so far for BBG, Doug.
Entirely dry. It's not going to give him any damage. It's not going to get him a ton of info. But it looks like they want to go this way anyway. Will very aggressive and honestly freaking pretty play there.
Yeah, and a beautiful dismiss too. Unfortunately, Catler came through from Marv. And with that dark cover, he's not challenged for a refrag. Now it's even things up, equalized at 4s. Doug, 45 seconds left on the clock. FAZE have been unmoved. They will stay here towards A.
Jeez.
Rob is answering back.
Well, and that was so big too, right? With 4 health, he was kind of stuck in that gen spot, but bjor, that's big. He was freaking just finished dropping the lockdown, and he swings, gets the kill, pushing FAZE off. They have no choice but to run for the fences and try to avoid this lockdown. Zachary's gonna get caught, but wisely, BBG not hunting him down, not chasing him down long, letting it reset. And the thing is, BBG has that luxury. FAZE, they're fully stuck here, right? Like, if they want to make a play, it has to be A.
Yeah, and they've recovered the operator, but keep in mind, BBG came into this round mostly with stingers, subpar weaponry. So with time running out, Raucus will even fall, and so that's another Vandal out of the hands of FAZE. This was a beautiful hold from BBG.
The door is closed. They know they've pushed one in, but they've lost full control of the middle of the map. And that's why they have to stay back. Like, look at how bjor's playing this, right? Understanding that they could easily go the other way. Baby Bay gets one. Zachary does as well. Baby Bay continuing to pick apart BBG as they're down to 2 members left. Those are 2 that were waiting on the rotate previously. Now they've shown up. But what can Rob do with this op? Zachary has a decent idea of where they are. Raucus swings. Rob, presumably just trying to keep the op alive here. Nope, of course not. He's just going to go in aggressive. Oh my gosh. Okay. Doesn't do it. FAZE on the board.
I'll talk through it. This operator battle hasn't gotten much to Rob yet, but Baby Bay will fall to bjor over at A main. Nice play so far from BBG to hold off this aggression, but Marv does that generator, Doug.
Yeah, dude, he's all the way in there, and he's going to push bjor back. He's going to swing, but Will shows up just in the nick of time to keep him alive. Rob gets one as well. Rock is holding across the middle of the map, understanding that members of BBG were going to start to show up and rotate over, catch him slipping. But now, FAZE, they have the spike. What they don't have anymore, at least, is options or teammates, right? It's just down to Zachary. He is 1 point away from the neural theft, but he's going to drop. Clean shots here out of Will. So given, oh no! Oh, that's so big! He misses and he gets absolutely punished for it. Zachary does it as well as it drops down to just Will. He's gonna get one, right? Arena can be devastating here, but you don't have time, you don't have angles. The crossfire from FAZE, it was so beautiful. Push in for the retake from different angles. You just saw Foe peek it, but the problem is there's an op in the hands of Baby Bay at door, right? So that's the safety valve. That's if everything goes sideways, you're the last one, and things don't go sideways at all as they're mowed apart. Like no op in the hands of Rob, for example.
And this could be very well the round where you break BBG's money.
Yep. Good paranoia, good dash, good shots, good kill, but it does get traded out.
Oh my god, that movement from Corey is so sick with the dismiss. Already hopping back up the A boxes. So BBG, even though they were able to claim the man advantage, they were lacking some info, and Will fishes a little too hard for it. Pays for it with his life, and now it's a 3-on-3, Doug. And I was about to say that they were going to roll into an A split, but they hesitate for just a moment.
I think they were just buying time for Corey. Yeah, and he's going to use the Empress as well. Now he has shown up. It's going to be on Foe, one of the early contacts, as bjor's just now showing up, and he shows up really just in the nick of time, enough to take her Rockets. Yeah, it's going to get traded out, and Foe holds fast, at least for now. Now Corey has made his way onto the site. Again, he used that Empress in a 1v2. You don't count out Arena in situations like this. He only has 5 bullets in his clip. They have a decent idea of where he is. Clean shots from Foe. Very well played. You shock dart the back of Gen, forcing him to swing right into Foe's life. From Baby Bay ripping his head off with the Blade Storm, but now they understand that they've gotten onto the site. Will taking care of the Blade Storm, removing that from the equation, and then continuing to press the matter with the Empress of his own, continuing to swing, continuing to stop him. But Corey, Corey's already got 3. Foe trades him out. BBG take the round. It was over almost as quickly as it started.
FaZe, maybe?
Yes, indeed. Dash is in. Rob's waiting there. Baby Bay doesn't drop, but Corey does. The Cloudburst is going to keep him at bay from dealing more damage. But Foe, on the other hand, is not phased by it at all. The lockdown's going to be used to keep them back. But Marv, who's getting cooking. He's had a slow start to the map, but he's already got 3 on the round. He's going to ult back to safety and put BBG in a really awkward situation where the map is flipped.
They don't even, I don't think they know they have the spike on site. Because they are rotating back towards B.
Man.
FaZe has outmaneuvered these guys completely.
It's a train wreck. It's watching a train wreck. Zachary with 2. Big round win to take it into half. They have some control across mid. You see bjor pushed up, but they know where he is. They're going to swing, and Marv just runs at him. Able to take care of 1. Corey from Cat. And really, I mean, it's a firing squad here. BBG get ripped to shreds.
Marv is literally just picking up frenzies off the ground, reloading them, spamming the next one, picking up that one up off the corpse, picking up the next one, and he gets 3.
The Hunter's Fury from Critical, trying to tag one up. I got a chance, but no, it wasn't enough. But Foe and bjor go in at the exact same time. The Hunter's Fury comes out. They rip the last 2 members of FaZe apart, and it's just down to Baby Bay. He's got a Spectre, might get a chance at upgrading a weapon, but we met with a closed door.
Yeah, and positionally speaking, FaZe was perfect with that Hunter's Fury really just initiating the heck out of the situation. And Baby Bay, a couple of weak opponents, has a Phantom in hand. His top mid flank earlier in the round was foiled, and now feeling helpless in a 1v3. Now, this would be a very good situation if you're able to get some more guns out of the hands of BBG, considering their financial spot. But probably not a winnable situation, Doug.
No, man. And some clean shots out of bjor there. I like what Baby Bay tried doing. They're understanding, respond to this with, right? So there's a lockdown that you mentioned as they try to get onto the site. Keep a close eye on Marv. He just took the telly to get back behind the site. BBG could be in trouble here if Marv is left unchecked.
Spike planted.
Yeah, just unfortunate. Touch on that in a moment. But FaZe, I mean, Marv already having B main control here is huge.
Yeah. Well,
all right, it was huge.
It was huge until it wasn't, and his 94 health evaporated in the blink of an eye. That means BBG, with the full numbers that they have, really have full control of the site. I think for FaZe here, what you're looking for is, number 1, keep your weapons. Number 2, try to grab a couple of exits on the way, but a great swing by Critical to take the op out of the hands of Baby Bay. If Zachary wants to, he can try to pick that op back up, but that's no longer an option as they're hunting him down.
Yeah, this is a tough spot for Corey, but I think that might even just be trying a little bit, well, less than what it is. I mean, he's not going to die to the spike, but they're not going to press the issue. They're like, you can have it. We don't want to fight you.
The hands of Baby Bay. At the exact same time, BBG understands, all right, the gig's up. We've got to go, and we've got to go now. They're going to get onto the site. Rob was going in aggressive with the Blade Storm, try and see if he can tag anyone up, but no, it's Zachary down in hell who was waiting with open arms, as he's going to use the neural theft as well. Corey takes care of Foe. As they try to get something going here, but Critical's going to drop. FaZe hold off so well, right? It wasn't just the end there. They played the entire round beautifully. Op for his teammate as he realizes, I'm going in, baby. And this is certainly the play that I want to make. Zachary's going to pick it up. We'll see if Baby Bay can get anything going. He's already been tagged up, just down to 18 health. Critical holds fast, Critical holds fast, and he gets 4. BBG at map point. Oh, they've got great post plants, but of course, as I say that, there's 100 Fury. Critical and Rob Wiz able to get one apiece. As FaZe is just down to 3 and make that 1. This thing fell apart so quickly. Ladies and gents, BBG take ascent. We're going to map 3. To get the plant down, but you saw how Baby Bay there blasting through that double stack there, understanding that that's where they wanted to plant, but bjor gets him from behind, takes care of Marv, takes care of Baby Bay, keeps BBG in this thing, but they drop as soon as we set that up. Zachary and Rockets are able to get a couple of pieces. They've got the spike down, but what they don't have is really health, right? Foe is 5. You can't even see his health on the bar, but he's still getting kills. How does the guy do it? Zachary trading him out, drops things down to a 1v1. Zachary looking for the tap. No way. Critical swings. Zachary somehow manages to stay alive long enough to push him back, but you don't know that I don't know that he has much time left. Zachary has to go in aggressive there. He's gonna get the kill, but the spike is gonna go off. BBG win the pistol. See long a couple of cages from Zachary, just really forcing BBG into a brutal spot as they're just picking him to shreds. BBG's just down to 2 here, and the spike's down in C long.
Critical does have a lurk, only gets 1, and it really seemed as though BBG had the right read.
Goes up. They're going to push their way into A link, but Zachary's there. Zachary's there. Zachary delivers the shots, takes care of bjor. The problem now is not just that BBG don't have the numbers advantage, but Critical's is super far away. It looks like he's actually going to be able to pick up the spike, however. Surely Zachary saw that, right?
I'm sure he did, but he's got to check his 6, not knowing where Critical was in the round. And regardless, you still got to wait for Corey to move his way over towards A-Link in the first place. Neither player wants to get lurked on just for this exact reason. You take a 1v1 when you're not near your teammate, and suddenly, Critical...
Oh, he might catch Corey with his knife out!
There it is. Oh.
When you're clicking heads the way BBG is, what's the point?
FaZe. You know... We talked about it. You just expect aggression from them. They give nothing but aggression in this round. They pay for it with 3. 4th is found lurking on B. That would be Zachary. There's 1 player left, Raucus, and obviously a low buy, half buy, short buy coming in from FaZe.
And Raucus is going to use the Hunter's Fury to clear space out, but it looks like BBG want to go, right? They don't care about how the rest of the round has gone so far. They're convinced on making their way in through C. They're on the site. They don't have the spike, however. Rob Wiz able to take care of Baby Bay. Raucus trades it back out as Rob continues to dance on the site, stay alive. A 1v3 is not going to pay off. FaZe handled the aggression from BBG beautifully.
Entry here from Will to open up the site.
Yeah,
will delay just long enough for Rob.
And if it's not Will, it's Rob who goes in, but Zachary holds it off just fine. Rob gets 3 with the Blade Storm, but it's Baby Bane. Look at bjor. bjor gets all the way in there, and now it's a 1v1. See how Marv chooses to play this. He's in garage, starting to creep his way forward. bjor does not have the spike. He's got to get onto that. And now, yeah, I mean, it's not like he has time to go anywhere else. He's going to get caught just on the other side. Marv is there. Marv takes care of bjor. FaZe get to 3.
Hey, they're going to go up to hold this here.
Damn, man, the op in the hands of Baby Bay can be so brutal, right? And look at Marv. Marv is able to get a couple. We talked about Corey at the beginning and how good of a position he was in. He might not even get a chance to get onto the site before the round is over. It's just Critical by himself in a 1v3. FaZe is pushing in from a couple of different directions. The clip runs dry as well. Wow. Marv has a big round as FaZe tie us up at 4 apiece. Valuable the space denial is at this point. Now he goes in a bit aggressive, and he manages to get the pick. That probably shouldn't have happened, but bjor and Will able to trade him back out, drop things down to 3v3.
Yeah, +1 to accuracy when you're jumping up on a windowsill, I guess, but nevertheless, BBG brings it back. I mean, having both of those deaths, yeah, there's just players that are ready to trade in both instances. Raucus, all on him now at A site.
Yeah, the run it back is there too, and I mean, Will, understanding that the first pick was there, Zachary on the flank is able to take care of one as well. Critical using the Hunter's Fury to try to get some room going, but Baby Bay with the op yet again, and Rockets with the Hunter's Fury of his own. BBG just down to Will.
Wow. And a free one from Rob Wiz. That's a nice start. He immediately gets equalized by Raucus. Oh, I jinxed it. It's my fault.
Absolutely, you did that. We'll see what BBG can do here. They've invested onto A. But Zachary. Critical able to trade it out. Now Corey has shown up with the party as well. 3v2 in favor of FaZe. They also have one member certainly worse for wear, but Corey able to heal up, drop things down to just Critical. Critical again has been heroic, but this time the jumping classic does not deliver. FaZe on the defending side. Hell, and if left unchecked, this could be chaos, but Rob, Wiz, and Will with the frenzy is able to stop things back, but Raucus not gonna be able to pull it off. BBG, get a big one. There it is, but it doesn't connect on anyone down in hell. The curveball does, but Corey's able to trade it out. He's gonna dismiss his way around, and you see Foe running after him with the freaking judge, trying to get the kills. He's able to get two. BBG stuff FaZe.
I thought there was no way that Zachary was going to give that one up, but he does. Baby B responds on a critical.
And look at how deep in they are, right? But FaZe handles it just fine. We'll see what Marv can do here. Good paranoia, create some space. Will with the curveball. They have a decent, they understand where the spike is, right? Like they don't have to move from here. FaZe has to take the fight to them. The benefit for FaZe is that they do have numbers and they have an Empress. They've got things cooking for them. And it works out to play off. There's that paranoia that we saw, also not going to connect, but there's a counter as the Empress is used. Rob with the op, aggressive, but it's Marv. Marv, who's already gotten two. Marv gets four, are you kidding me?
Two of those headshots with the classic nonetheless. Spot, but A, I think there's maybe a Corey lurk over at Garage. Otherwise, this is going to be an A hit here.
Eyes down.
Rob, man. When Rob's feeling himself, it's really hard to deal with. He goes in aggressive, he's able to take care of one and then dashes away to safety, and Baby Bay does it in response. Right, bjor's out. FaZe, they've waited, they patiently waited, even with Rob getting the pick, they're able to get a pick of their own, and now they're going to try to get on to B. Marv once again. So problematic for BBG here on A. They've got a heavy numbers advantage. The operator FaZe with the numbers advantage. They're going to take some space across the middle of the map, but Critical can go big. Critical's already got two. Critical looking for the third. Marv trades it out, but the damage has been done. FaZe still opting to go that way as Corey's able to take a pick on the middle of the map as well, right? Like, BBG, they had to funnel over. They lost a member at C. They lost a member at B. Now, bjor could potentially.
Oh, no.
Depending on how he chooses to play this, but the truth is, BBG have lost. They've lost A.
Corey's already in A link. This could be tough.
Oh, the time. He was on the other side of the box. He was never spotted.
I think he hears
Corey can
behind
still
him.
hold this down. Yeah. Oh, man.
This
Oh,
is
the perfect timing.
This is that mid lurk that I was talking about, man, where if you find a pick over towards C, you know, Critical got his two.
Be able to get the spike down, but Will, I love the aggression from Will using the run it back to stop any shenanigans that may be taking place. And Robin Critical get a couple as well, but Corey's still anchored in back behind the site. The spike is sitting dangerously for FaZe in the middle of the site, right? Like there's no easy way to get to it. Raucus is gonna try, but he's in a 1v3 in a spot where he can get crossed up all sorts of different ways. Baby Bay! Oh, Zachary taking care of bjor. BBG down one. FaZe have site control. They should be able to get onto there, and then Zachary takes care of it as well to add insult to injury. No. It's just down to 3 for BBG. Will drops as well. Corey on the lurk. Things have fallen apart. It's a bloody disaster for BBG. It's just down to Foe. A flawless